Imagine if every dollar you spent didn't just buy you things, but actually bought you time. Time to do the things that truly bring you joy. Now, what if I told you that living frugally could make this possible and even lead to complete financial independence? Would you believe it? Hello, everyone. Welcome to our channel where we explore practical strategies for achieving financial freedom. Today, we're diving into the world of frugal living as a path to financial independence, inspired by the timeless lessons from the book Your Money or Your Life by Vicki and Dominguez. This book offers a revolutionary approach to how we think about money, happiness, and value-based spending. It's about living simply, but in a way that feels rich in meaning, joy, and fulfillment. Now let's start with a question. What does each dollar you spend actually cost? Not just in money, but in terms of your life energy. In Your Money or Your Life, Robin and Dominguez talk about how each dollar we spend is actually a small piece of our lives. It's the hours we worked, the energy we put into earning that money. Once you understand that each dollar represents your precious time, you start to see spending very differently. Imagine you make $20 an hour. Every $20 you spend is an hour of your life. So before spending, ask yourself, is this item really worth an hour of my life? That's what value-based spending is all about. This frugal mindset shifts the focus from how much can I afford to what truly adds value to my life. Frugal living doesn't mean being cheap. It means being intentional. It's about making choices that support your goals and your happiness rather than just buying things because everyone else does or because it's what's expected. Take a look at simple activities. Cooking a meal at home, taking a bike ride instead of driving, or growing your own vegetables. They're not only budget-friendly, but can also bring a lot of joy and satisfaction. This is where frugality meets happiness. You're not giving things up. You're choosing to live with things that actually matter to you. Think about your own spending. Have you ever bought something only to feel like it added more clutter or stress? That's exactly what the fulfillment curve tries to help us avoid. By identifying what's enough for you, you can spend less but feel richer and more content. In the book, there's something called the fulfillment curve. Imagine a line graph where at first each dollar you spend brings more happiness. But at a certain point, spending more doesn't make you any happier. In fact, spending too much can even make you feel less fulfilled because it creates stress and clutter. This is the tipping point. The idea is to stay on the part of the curve where spending brings the most satisfaction without tipping over into excess. Now let's look at some practical tips on frugal living that'll help you on your journey to financial independence without sacrificing happiness. First, track every dollar you spend. Yes, every dollar. This habit isn't just for budgeting. It's about awareness. Knowing where each dollar goes gives you control and lets you see where your money might be slipping away on things that don't add any real joy or value. Next up, practice differentiating between needs and wants. A need is something essential, like food, shelter, or health care. A want might be that fancy coffee or a new gadget. It's okay to have wants, but in frugal living, you choose them carefully and only if they bring true satisfaction. This isn't about deprivation, but about being selective. Frugality doesn't mean your life is boring or that you can't treat yourself. Instead, you find joy in simple pleasures. A walk in the park, a homemade meal, a movie night at home. All these things are low cost but can bring so much joy. Remember, happiness doesn't have to come with a high price tag. One of the best frugal living tips from Your Money or Your Life is to buy for quality, not quantity. It's better to invest in one durable item that lasts for years than to buy a cheap one you have to replace constantly. In the long run, you save money and reduce waste, which is a win for your wallet and the environment. Lastly, try embracing DIY. You can save so much by learning to do things yourself, whether it's cooking, basic home repairs, or gardening. Plus, there's something really satisfying about being self-reliant. DIY is a great way to make life a little simpler and a lot cheaper. So what do all these tips have in common? They each push us to see that financial independence is within reach when we choose frugal living as a mindset. It's about spending mindfully and finding joy in simplicity. Now here's a takeaway straight from Your Money or Your Life. Value your life energy. Every dollar spent is a piece of your time and energy. By spending less, and spending intentionally, you start keeping more of that precious energy for yourself and for the things that truly matter. Frugal living doesn't have to feel restrictive. It's liberating. You free yourself from unnecessary expenses, from stress, and from the pressure to always have more. And in the end, this freedom leads you to financial independence. It's less about sacrifice and more about alignment with your goals and values. So if you found this video helpful and feel ready to try frugal living for your own financial independence, comment yes below. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the frugal changes you're planning to make. Before you go, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future tips. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.